Hey, Ma. Good, good. How about you? Good, good. Look, Ma, I was calling to see if I can borrow some more money. Yeah, there's another two fights that have been added, and I'd like to play around with them. I think I can make some big bucks. Cool, Ma. Also, who you got? Francis Marshall or newcomer Lucas Brennan? No, no, that was his father, Ma, Chris. This is Lucas. All right, good to know. Decision. Okay, cool. Whatever, Ma. I'll let you know how it goes. All right. Enjoy the fights. Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I am the guy who doesn't even respect his own shtick. I mean, what is this? Okay. Opening up this video, we have Francis Marshall taking on Lucas Brennan. My prediction for this fight is Francis Marshall wins, and I'm going to go with him winning by decision. And the basis for my prediction is that's what my mama said. Mama said Francis Marshall wins by decision. Trying to do like the water boy, which, whatever. But yeah, Mama did say that. And Mama said there'd be days like this as well. Lucas Brennan is 25 years old. He's 11-2 as a pro, 10 finishes, 8 by submission, 2 by TKO or knockout, and 1 decision. His 2 losses both come by decision. They're both close enough fights, but I thought he lost both of them. And they're 2 of the fights I have seen of his career. I've been following him since the beginning. I knew he was getting into MMA when he was an amateur. Hearing an interview with his father, who is one of the most battle-tested veterans in the sport. But I do think Lucas Brennan, despite what I've seen from him, I think he is a limited fighter. And the 2 losses I've seen both come in the last 2 years or just over 2 years. So he's definitely not a perfect fighter. He is really still getting going, even though he's a seasoned guy with 13 fights under his belt. But I do think Francis Marshall, even if he can't match that experience, I think he's a sharper fighter, especially on the feet. That's where I think he makes the difference here. I think Lucas Brennan's best chance of winning would be backpacking Francis Marshall, and I suppose he could do it twice and win a decision, but far and away, I think his best path to victory is a strangulation, taking his back and strangling Francis Marshall, who's never been strangled, even though he's been beaten on the ground. Isaac Dolgarian got him out of there, a TKO, and it was a positional full mount, back mount TKO. And that is jujitsu. But Lucas Brennan doesn't have that powerful wrestling control. He is not the same physical force that Isaac Dolgarian is, especially when he's really trying and he hasn't fixed the fight. But Lucas is still a threat to Francis Marshall. And on the feet, he's not dead in the water. He's got 2 TKOs, 1 beautiful knockout, this knee over this guy, Weber Almeida. He knocked him out with a big knee, and that was a fight that was really not going his way. That was another rough one. He had 3 rough fights in a row, and all longer fights, even though in this 3rd round victory here over Weber Almeida, I think that's how you say it, he was down 2 rounds, and when he needed to, he stepped in there with a big knee, which, you know, as you see, again, he's only got 2 TKOs or knockouts and his 11 victories. It was kind of a, I don't know, I don't want to call it a Hail Mary, but it was certainly fucking plain C, I'm sure at best. But hey, showed that he can be a resourceful fighter like that. I don't know if that's going to work for him against Francis Marshall. Marshall's got a really good chin and just well-rounded skills. He's a really sharp guy, and I think on the feet, he's twice as good as Lucas Brennan. Lucas Brennan, he's vulnerable on the feet. He doesn't move so well. The strikes definitely aren't that sharp. He's not that fast. And I think he slows down and will only get worse as the fight goes on. I think that's an advantage that'll belong to Francis Marshall early and really belong to him later when both guys are tired and takedowns are being shucked off like they're nothing. And yeah, I think Francis Marshall will take over on the feet if these guys are there down the stretch. But Lucas Brennan is the underdog. He is a 4-1 underdog. I can't say I'll be looking to bet on him. I do think he could win by decision, but I'll probably just throw a sprinkle on him winning by submission because the over-under is set at toss-up odds. I do favor this going the distance, especially because Lucas Brennan's never been finished, but these guys are taking this fight on really short notice. I haven't heard interviews with them, and even if I did, there's no telling exactly what kind of shape they're in. So just expecting a sprint and no one getting finished. I do expect Francis Marshall to take over this fight in the second half, assuming it gets there. And I'll favor decision at that point. But again, I think he next levels Lucas Brennan, and he could beat him in a way he's never been beaten and put him away. So yeah, I can't trust the over, the under, and I don't want to trust the Francis Marshall money line at minus 535. So I'll just look to play sprinkles, and I mean $2.45 on Lucas Brennan winning by submission, and that'll be a rear naked choke. And next up, we have Jafel Filho versus Cody Durden. My prediction here is Jafel Filho wins, and I'm going to go with him winning by submission, even though my mom was telling me to go with Cody Durden by knockout. So I don't know. But I'm still going to go with Jafel Filho winning by submission in round 1, I guess. I don't know. And certainly if it goes to round 3, I expect Jafel Filho to be in better condition because he is the guy that's on a full camp, was training to fight Lucas Hosha, and Cody Durden is stepping in on very short notice here. Let me say, though, I mean, I definitely looking for Jafel Filho by submission. I think that's far and away the most likely outcome of the fight, but it's being set off of a minus 625 money line. So I don't know about that. And even though Cody Durden is taking the fight on very short notice, I still think if he was to win, it'd be by decision. That's going to be set off of a plus 455 money line. So this is another one where I'm going to put $2.17 or 45 cents, I think I said, on Cody Durden winning by decision. I don't think this fight's going to be worth. Well, I got to see what the over/under certainly and the submission line looks like for Filho, but these are some wide odds. But sometimes there's a play to be made. Really, sometimes the over/under they just get wrong. But I do think Jafel Filho closes the show. I think he does so with ease. If he gets on top of Cody Durden, he's a really dangerous submission artist, and Cody Durden is really vulnerable, even though he survived against Naim Jargo, Tumen Dembarel. Somehow, I remember breaking down that fight whenever a few months ago, talking about how Cody Durden is so vulnerable and this guy's so dangerous. Cody Durden wins the points battle, but the other guy, Naim Jargo, can kill him. And instead, Naim Jargo won the points battle and wasn't able to kill him. So I don't know shit. I get a lot of shit wrong, but I still think Jafel Filho should win this by submission. I think on the feet, Cody Durden is really sharp. His boxing, I may have overrated it in the past, but I still think he's got really sharp hands, and they could dictate things in this fight. But he's still the more vulnerable guy, even on the feet. Cody Durden, he may have more submission losses, but he's been knocked out and he's been clipped, and he's definitely got shakiness there. He's a vulnerable guy. And on the ground, he is, I think, in big trouble with Jafel Filho. Even if he was to get on top of Jafel Filho, Filho can make you pay from anywhere. Just ask Muhammad Makayev's knee. But even though Muhammad Makayev submitted Jafel Filho in round 3. And he has been submitted twice. I mentioned this when he was fighting, when I broke down his fight with Lucas Hosha a few days ago. He's been submitted twice. Luan Danger and Muhammad Makayev. And Cody Durden's a well-rounded guy, and he's a good backpacker himself. Maybe he's just putting his foot on the gas and trying to go through Jafel Filho quickly. And maybe he can. But I still think Jafel Filho is altogether much better on the ground than Cody Durden. And I do think, I'm almost positive he's going to be in better shape than Cody Durden. And on the feet, Jafel Filho is free to be aggressive, and Cody Durden is shaky. He's got a weird chin. I don't know why I'm harping on this shakiness. I've never heard anyone use this expression to describe a chin. But yeah, altogether, I have to favor Jafel Filho here. And this could just be where he goes through him conventionally. A bit of striking and hits a clean takedown and then goes through Cody. But I think whether something's got to give, cardio, his chin, or anything else, Cody Durden needs to fight almost a perfect fight to win this. And I think everything's going against him. So, again, Jafel Filho by submission seems most likely to me. Yeah, he's a wide favorite, a big favorite. And I'm going to look for under 2.5 rounds, certainly. And if there was under 1.5 at plus money, perhaps, even though I'm never too crazy on under 1.5 rounds unless CM Punk is fighting. Yeah, I was burnt on that Mike Jackson fight. But I am looking for Jafel Filho to win by submission before anything else. So, sorry, Ma. I got to go against you here. Like, share, subscribe, all that horse shit, and check out my other videos. All right.